Okay, and the award that we were kind of waiting for, I'd like to invite up Dan Matlick with United Fire.
First slide, please. We wake up there? All right. How about the second slide? Just like dragons that spit fire and smoke, chaos and fire are often intertwined symbolically and originate in a similar way. They start small, grow quickly, and become random, erratic, and unpredictable. After their peak, they become completely out of control, like a monster, striking fear and paralysis in humans. Ancient people actually believed chaos was the first created being and was associated with dark forces. Night, shadows, dark, suffering, torment, smoke, fire would lead to the complete destruction of all that was held dear. Today's reality is that chaos has become far more complex and sinister. Most people have a blind ignorance to what it means to be in the middle of madness until it happens, unexpectedly and in full force. A once perfect life instantly threatened by a distracted driver, cardiac arrest, building collapse, the rapid release of electrical stored energy, a plane crash, pool drowning, levees, toxic gas, multidimensional fires, and even active shooters. The average person is left helpless, motionless, and terrified. But fortunately, as in all good stories, there is a hero, and ours is the modern-day firefighter. Constantly learning, training, practicing, and remarkably accepting of risk to their own personal safety when courageously responding to the unexpected. Although they don't seek honors, we find ways to thank them and show they are appreciated. This has been our mission at United Fire with the Firefighter of the Year for the past 26 years. We help to identify outstanding individuals who have integrity, courage, and dedication. To be nominated for the award, actions require taking courageous initiatives or for producing life safety advancements in operations, education, or prevention. Recipients are often modest and say that any firefighter on their crew or department would have done the same thing. And that may be true, but not just anybody can or did, and this is our focus. Many of you face chaos regularly, making the selection of just one dragon slayer to represent all the rest such a monumental task. So for that job, we turn to the experienced chaos conquerors of our judges, who this year were Kelly Whittle, Joe Moore, Brett Schultz, Linda Ryder, and Anthony Butch. And now, I'm excited to announce the 2019 United Firefighter of the Year is Rob Irons with the Greer Fire District. Firefighter Irons was off duty and helping to get apparatus washed and ready for a parade the following day when an unknown man drove up to his fire station. The man got out of the vehicle with his 5-year-old son in tow, approached Irons and said, "Please, take my son." Firefighter Irons complied. Mr. Smith then told his son goodbye and headed back to his truck. At that moment, Rob had no idea that Mr. Smith was planning on taking his own life. But before Irons became a firefighter, he worked as a bouncer and was still skilled at instantly sizing up a person's sobriety and mental state. Rob determined straight away that this man had been drinking, was troubled, and was attempting to shield his son from jeopardy. As it turned out, arriving at the fire station was strategic. And although Firefighter Irons had only been with the Greer Fire District for 7 months, he was no rookie. He previously completed a demanding and stressful 24-year career with the Phoenix Fire Department. First as a firefighter, then engineer, and retired as a captain. Rob could sense when chaos was about to unfold, and this was turning into one of those situations. Irons took the young boy inside the station for protection, while Captain R.J. Carnwright slowly escorted Mr. Smith back to his vehicle. Carnwright astutely noticed a gun on the passenger seat and reacted swiftly, confiscated the pistol, and moved to secure the weapon. Meanwhile, Rob approached the truck where the man was now sitting inside and began a conversation providing comfort and reassurance that everything would be okay. Rob discovered that Mr. Smith was engaged on a speakerphone conversation with his boss. He learned that Mr. Smith was actually Firefighter Smith. His chief was on the other end of the line and convinced him to drop his son off at a safe place. The conversation also revealed that the night prior, Firefighter Smith had been involved in a heated argument with a neighbor at his campsite. DPS responded, and officers made an active decision on how to handle what appeared to evolve into an attempted suicide by cop. After an hour containing the situation, the officers were able to use less than lethal approach to neutralize any threats. Rob recognized he was now in the best position to counsel, and he let Firefighter Smith know that even though things were tough at the moment, he had a support network that would provide the necessary help. Rob's years on the job provided him with the experience necessary to tame the dragon within. He used fire terminology that the man understood, and he stayed with Firefighter Smith for over an hour until law enforcement and an ambulance arrived. But that was not the end of Rob's involvement. Irons traveled with Firefighter Smith to the hospital and continued to provide essential comfort and care. Rob was cool, calm, and collected as he helped save a man's life that day. But not just any man, a fellow firefighter, a brother in distress. Once a firefighter, you're always a firefighter, on or off duty. Today, we recognize the compassion and commitment of the Arizona Fire Service and celebrate the career of Firefighter Irons and his outstanding contributions by naming him as the 26th Annual United Firefighter of the Year. Now, Rob, like ancient patrons of dragon warriors, our sponsors and community are strong in their conviction and support for the Arizona Fire Service. They express their gratitude through gifts, donations, and raising their voices and cheering louder than anyone in the victory celebration. Just knowing that your actions were impactful, appreciated, and will be immortalized to inspire others for generations to come is a pretty amazing gift in itself. But our local businesses didn't think it was enough. They understand it's exhausting to conquer chaos. So they've gotten together to provide you with several opportunities to kick back, relax, and restore your energy, beginning with an invitation from Delta Hotels Marriott Phoenix to come back here for another stay when it's a little bit less hectic. In fact, you'll have plenty of opportunity to calm instead of facing chaos, because you're also invited to stay at the Point Hilton Squaw Peak Resort, the Doubletree by Hilton, and an enjoyable retreat at the Jim Click Automotive Team condo. All of our professional sports organizations, the Arizona Cardinals, Coyotes, Suns, Diamondbacks, and ISM Raceway, want you to enjoy some tickets and an autographed memorabilia to help make this occasion a memorable one that you will hopefully never forget. And you'll feel like you entered another dimension of nirvana, taking a trip on the Grand Canyon Railway, playing golf at the Marriott Star Pass, and possibly relaxing in a new recliner from Sam Levitt's. And after a good battle, you can satisfy you and your crew's appetite with the gift certificates from Firehouse Subs, Fry's Food Stores, and a pizza a month from Pizza Hut. And when it's time to return to fighting the dragon, some of the leading fire service manufacturers want to make sure you're protected from head to toe, starting with the new jet-style FX1 helmet from Carnes, and Lion's top-performing red zone particulate blocking turnouts and hood. And regardless of the type of response you'll be preparing, wearing Firedex's dual certified pant and coat, an assortment of gloves from Ringers, and the finest chaos protection boots from Hakes. And if you happen to be off duty when confronted by the next fire-breathing dragon, you'll be prepared with your own Ansel high-performance cool chrome fire extinguisher. On duty, the Dragons will be no match for your department when they're deploying their new Chief XD break-apart nozzle from Elkhart, and you'll be able to measure precise performance using Akron's new AcraFlow portable digital flow meter. And once the conquering is complete, everyone can get the Dragon Gook off with 3 cases of fire wipes. Greer will also receive a $500 gift certificate from United Fire, and we are sure you'll be able to put a check for $1,000 to great use. Possibly the best gift of all is now having this rare opportunity to share your thoughts, developed after a long career with hundreds of your peers present here this morning. Rob, congratulations.
Well, I know lunch is around the corner, so I'll make this fast. I believe it's a 4 minutes and 20-second speech. So I will go fast. All right, thank you. I'm honored and humbled to be here to accept this award today. Thank you again very much. But I must be honest, I'm only one person, only one member of an entire team that worked together to make the outcome of this incident a better one than it started out. I want to have everybody in Greer District stand up, please. I want you all to turn around. I got the podium. And see, I'm the booter, so this is the only time I get to tell them what to do. All right, so it was teamwork of the entire Greer Fire District that you see here which made this possible. We all know that each of us has a critical role in each fire or medical call we go on. But to really make a difference, we must work together as a team. This team was able to react to a situation where a brother firefighter was having the worst day of his life, and we did what we could to improve the potentially tragic outcome on that day. I am grateful and honored to call them my brothers and sisters. We did what we do we help people on their worst day. And on this day, it happened to be one of our own. During my time as a Phoenix firefighter, I had the honor to work with one of the most intelligent, creative, and honorable men I've ever known, Chief Alan Brunacini. Chief Brunacini taught me many invaluable lessons about the fire service and the philosophies. The one that sticks out in my mind the most, he said, if it can pass the headline test, then it's okay to do it. Simple, broad, but effective. That guideline is how my current chiefs, Chief Wade and Chief Schluter, have allowed us to operate in Greer. And for that empowerment, I thank you. I am very grateful for that opportunity. So once again, I'm proud to be up here representing my district. I'm also proud to be up here representing all of you here today. I realize that this is just one example of what we do every day. And amen to that. We help people. But I'm going to ask you to do something for me, for us. We spend more time with each other at the station than we do our own families at home. We know each other very well. We know each other's strengths and weaknesses better than most. We know who snores the loudest. We know who eats the fastest. We know who jumps every time they see a snake or a spider. We know whose feet smell the worst. And we have a lot of other foul habits that I will not mention today. We know each other. We're really good at diagnosing our patients' medical needs, and we're even pretty good at knowing when our patients have some psychological needs, 918s. But I think we need to pay more attention to each other's needs. Let's try to listen to each other a bit more closely. Let's try to dig a little deeper if we suspect a coworker is having troubles dealing with a call. Be persistent, ask questions. We will most likely open up to each other before we do our own family members. I know this job carries a great burden with it. We carry the weight of every call we go on, good and bad. The bad calls weigh heavy on us and can be difficult to get out of our heads. They make us wonder if we could have done something different to change the outcome of that call. They even make us wonder if we should keep doing this job. But the good calls keep us going. They give us hope. They remind us of why we started doing this job and the reasons we sacrifice ourselves daily. And that's the reason we will in the future as well. Keep doing what we've always done. Help your people out there, but especially look out for your fellow brothers and sisters. Thank you.
Having the desire to serve and protect is not enough. It takes tremendous commitment to learn, prepare, and be able to respond to chaotic situations and not become part of the problem. The fire school is an excellent opportunity to prepare for chaos, not fear it. I have tremendous respect for what you are all capable of accomplishing. If you see me around campus, I would love to hear the details about chaos conquered by a firefighter you know. They might very well become the next Firefighter of the Year. Always remember, life safety is serious work, and please be safe.
Thank you.